state collective bargaining laws contained in the governor's budget repair bill in whole or in part?
Boy, that is a loaded question. It's really been very interesting to be running a campaign at this time. People are really very polarized on this subject. And what I would tell you is that we have struggled in the past several years on trying to figure out how we've got this 80% portion of our budget that continues to grow, and yet we have revenue caps and the rest of it is just getting pinched. And how can you continue to do what we're doing with those constraints? In the later part of fall, we did send a letter to our legislators as a board. We came together and we put together a legislative view that asked for us to please have help with taking health care out of collective bargaining and trying to find help in post-retirement benefits, because we feel if we could get that type of help, that would really help us be able to balance that budget and be able to still continue to provide the services that we want for our children. So from that standpoint, we definitely had asked for that help, and I think that has been critical. This is a very complicated, the budget repair bill is complicated, and the budget bill is complicated. There hasn't even been any debate on the budget bill at this point. So it is a difficult thing to say, I definitely want this or I definitely want that. In my business, I'm a negotiator. I'm in telecommunications, and that's what I do for a living. I try and build win-win situations with my clients and with their vendors, and I'm a believer in trying to sit down and work things out.
Yeah, the budget repair bill just signed last Friday by Governor Walker, and the two-year budget plan will be debated very much so over the next several months. The current two-year budget is due to expire June 30th, so a lot will be taking place between now and then. And if you could respond to the collective bargaining question, again, you support us in whole or in part?
I certainly see merit in all the sides. That's the problem with being a lawyer. You see merit in everyone's position. I will tell you this, that I don't think it's been a win-win situation for anyone. Certainly for not any of us, I don't think. And I think part of that is because it's awfully hard to explain to our kids how this is a democracy and what's happening there. The crowds, the protests, that's true. But I have a hard time with the fact that there wasn't as much free exchange of ideas and the community input that I think we should be having, and which I've advocated at this level. So in that sense, it's been very disappointing to see what's been happening in Madison State House.
Jim Phillips.
Well, I think as Marie indicated, this is really a hot potato with a lot of people. I consider the school board a nonpartisan position. You know, our role here is to really kind of take the law as it is and take our system and try to work. I don't think collective bargaining has stood in the way of significant achievement and processes here. You know, certainly being on the board, is it nice to have more flexibility? Yes. Do we really need it? I don't think so. You know, what happens across the state may be a different issue, but I just don't think my personal opinion on something really has a lot to do with getting jobs done, you know, the work that needs to be done in this district.
We have a question now.